When buying a home, how do I pick the right agent for the job of representing me? Is it better for me to work with the listing agent or an autonomous buyer's agent? Do I need to sign a buyer agency agreement with a realtor, and if so, when should I sign it? Are you interested in hearing the answers to one, if not all, of these questions? If so, stay tuned because this video is designed for you. This is Nathan, and welcome back to the Nathan Guttman Real Estate Channel, where our aim is to educate and direct you so that your real estate needs, wants, and desires become a reality. So I posed 3 separate questions at the start of this video. Each of these questions have enough meat and content to warrant their own video. For this reason, I will give you a detailed summation for each question. This should be enough information for you to have a good understanding on how to best proceed and who you should look for to represent you in the purchase of a home. Question number 1. When buying a home, how do I pick the right agent for the job of representing me? If possible, you should pick someone that you know, like, and trust. However, not everyone really knows a realtor that fits this mold. So the best way for you to pick an agent is to do some homework. General traits to look for is the amount of real estate experience they have under their belt. Would you hire a new attorney to represent you on a serious and complicated matter? Would you hire a new doctor to perform your surgery, or a surgeon that has performed hundreds, if not thousands, of similar operations? Pick a realtor with multiple active years of experience under their belt. Google buyer agent reviews in your area. Look for reviews on Zillow, Realtor.com, and various other sites. If you would like a realtor recommendation, contact me. My team and I have access to the top-selling realtors in almost every market in the USA. We would be happy to provide you with their names at absolutely no charge. Question number 2 is it better for me to work with a listing agent or an autonomous buyer's agent? In almost all cases, the answer is yes. You should pick an agent that only represents you and not the seller. Most agents may disagree with this statement because it's obviously much more profitable for an agent to represent both sides of the deal, in which they will get both sides of the commission. This is how it works. When a realtor lists the home, they sign a contract with the seller. This contract states that they will keep the seller's best interest at heart, and all information they obtain will be kept confidential. When you sign a buyer representation agreement with a realtor, the contract states that they will keep the buyer's best interest at heart, and that all information they obtain will be kept confidential. In addition, the listing agent is charged to get the most amount of money possible for the seller, and the buyer agent is charged to help the buyer get the home at the lowest possible price. The conflicts in an agent representing both parties are pretty obvious. One last note on this topic. Many buyers think that a listing agent can and will discount their commission when they represent both the buyer and seller at the same transaction. This is normally not the case, and it's also stated in the listing contract between the agent and the seller. Question number 3. Do I need to sign a buyer agency agreement with a realtor, and if so, when should I sign it? Every state may have different rules on this topic. In my great state of Pennsylvania, the answer in most cases is yes. You will need to sign a buyer agency or representation agreement with the realtor you choose to represent you. When this agreement is signed, it's up to you and your realtor. Most realtors want to sign it as soon as possible. 2 questions that come out of this topic are, number 1, how does it benefit you to sign this agreement? And number 2, why does the buyer agent want you to sign this agreement? The buyer agent wants you to sign this agreement for many reasons. The 3 big reasons are this. A, because if it's not signed and a lawsuit arises out of a transaction, they may not be insured. B, if it is signed, the buyer has thus agreed to work exclusively with that agent, and then the agent knows that their time and money spent in showing properties may be compensated by their client, which is you, allowing them to complete the sale and purchase. In addition, most, if not all, brokerages mandate that a buyer agency agreement be signed prior to the realtor submitting an offer. Now, the bigger question is, how does your signing a buyer agency agreement benefit you? There are many ways that you will benefit by signing this agreement, and here are just a few. A, until you sign the agreement, the agent does not have a fiduciary duty to serve you, nor do they have a duty to keep your information confidential. In fact, due to dual agency laws, if they do not have a signed agreement with you, they may be obligated to share your information with the seller. B, once the agency agreement is signed, the agent is bound to provide you with excellent service. The service that they provide you is then spelled out in the agreement, and you have a written list of expectations. C, you know that the agent that is representing you is fully insured and has the backing of their brokerage and the broker behind them. Once you sign the agency agreement, the agent will know that their efforts will be compensated. This benefits you because the agent's enthusiasm and commitment to best serve you will be their primary focus. Lastly, another way to think about your need to sign an agency agreement is this. When you retain a lawyer to represent you, you must fill out an agreement and retain them. In many respects, the buyer agency agreement is very similar to retaining a lawyer. You are retaining a realtor. As you can imagine, there's more to cover on this topic. I do hope that this short video presented you with good information and value. If you would like to meet and discuss retaining our buyer services, or you would like us to recommend a realtor in your area, call or text me at 484-357-4152. I promise that I will not waste your time, and I will provide you with value. Also, to find out more ways in which we can help you, subscribe to my real estate channel by clicking the button below. And please recommend us to others that you think we may be able to help. This is Nathan saying, until then, stay safe and please be kind.